Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and we're back again with another Spirit Island video. Today, we're going for a foolish endeavor. We're going to play all of the Horizon Spirits together against the Kingdom of Scotland. Is this going to be a mistake? Maybe. Is this video going to be like 3 hours? Probably. Let's get it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I just had to take a break at some point just to breathe. Okay. We've got the wetlands. So, let's see. We'll start with Sunbright Whirlwind. I think this is a pretty easy one. We're just going to grow into the 4, and that's about it. Flow Down River's not a bad card for us. So take that. We're going to go here. Eventually we'll be able to deal with this, but it's going to take our fully loaded innate for us to handle the G. So we're just going to kick that can down the road for now. And we're going to play nothing. Okay. Next. Let's go over here to Devouring Teeth. Okay, we got a much easier opener. We can do the... Since it is easier, I'm going to take the opportunity to gain a power card right now. Gift of Power is really nice for supporting your teammates if you're into that kind of thing. Cost 0, so we can play like a Ferocious Rampage, Gift of Power. We might not play it again for the rest of the game, but it's always nice to tee up your buddies. Another one is Haunted by Primal Memories, so that we can defend land number 8. As opposed to Marked Territory, which is just a lot weaker at that. We have other ways of gaining cards with Mud, so I'm going to go for Haunted Memory, or Primal Memories. Okay. Next, let's go up top. Got Sands. Yeah, we'll do our standard opener here, just to gain a power card. We do like some of these fire cards. Animated Rackroot's pretty slick. We are a lot worse at dealing with single explorers, so Animated Rackroot, so just a clean kill and explore is very nice. Sunset Fire Flows Across the Land is very much the same thing, where it kills an explorer. We're very good at making sacred sites, so we don't care about that restriction. And the flexibility to damage an adjacent land is nice too. So actually, it does cost an energy, so that is a big difference here, but I think Sunset Fire is probably going to be the pick. So we can come here, and Stinging Sandstorm will solve this one for us. We do a Call on Herders to pick up this land. Okay, who's next? Coming around, we got Mud. Let's focus on Mud for a second. I did identify Mud as my ace into Scotland, so we better be able to crush it. Intractable Thickets just barely doesn't defend here, but we can set it up with an Open Shifting Waterways to bring these two in to kill the Explorer, and then defend 5 will full clear the land, and that'll be a really nice opening for us. Probably have to give up a Blight here in the 5, that's okay. Entrancing Apparitions is actually pretty compelling here. We could target the 6, bring in the 5 and the 3. Of course, that's still going to build, so that's not absolute gangbusters. We could target the 4 and bring in the 8 and the 5. Doing a little bit of that. And if we do that, then that means that we don't need to call on Herders over here. Since the Fire Earth is how we're going to get some damage done, we could throw out like a Gift of Searing Heat that also gives us the ability to pick off Explorers. So we go here. If we get a Jungles, we get to clear this. If we get Sands, we can clear this. If we get... Well, we can't get Wetlands. And if we get Mountains, we're just sad, but gives me opportunities there. And then last, we have eyes. Eyes. So yeah, we're going to have to do quite a bit of growth right off the bat. We could also use eyes with the defend 4 here to solve this for Sunbright. But every single turn there's going to be someone getting their 2 hit, so I'm okay with not concerning myself with that this turn. This is going to build anyways, so we're going to go over here, and we're going to ping it with the Mysterious Abductions. Next turn we can go over here, and we can defend the land, bring in a Dahan, and it'll full clear. Okay, we got you. We got you. And then who wants some energy? Devouring Teeth definitely could use some energy in the early game, so we'll give it here. And let this all play out. Okay, now we're looking at F being the land that could use to defend 8. That's fine. Our defend here has range 2, so we can just move our presence this way. Okay, Stinging Sandstorm. Bring you in, kill that town. We got the jungle, so we can pick you off. Over here, we can bring in these 2 Dahan, kill you. And then this is just going to move our presence around. Which is fine. We can deny that city from existing. Okay. Okay, so we kind of have a game plan with a lot of these guys. Who do we want to start with first? Let's start with Teeth. Let's gain a card. 2 elements, 2 elements, 1 element, 1 element. So no matter what we pick, it's going to be very nice. Now, it's just a matter of which effect do we want. Inflame the Fires of Life is a very, very strong card. Strife and Disease are both very relevant in this matchup. So I'm inclined to go that way. We'll do our defense. And we're probably just going to defend this land with a marked territory. So I'm not as concerned about that. We could do a herd. Just to move some stuff around. You know, we can deny sands or wetlands. Well, this is going to have a town in it. We can deny sands, deny mountains from building. Weaken sands here, but that's a non-difference maker. We're going to wait. We might play a... I'm going to hover Gift of Furious Might. I'm sure someone's going to be dealing damage this turn, right? I mean, Heat is always going to be dealing damage. But we'll come back to that one. Okay. So we have no defense that we have to worry about. Going into the jungles, this is going to be hitting for 5, so a Nature's Resilience would certainly get the job done. I mean, it's the best defend card in the game. Kind of hard to say no. And we're going to keep on growing down the center of the map. But what to play? We don't really have to do anything, so we could just do like a call on herders just to set some stuff up. We could skip this build with a Sweltering Exhaustion, and then we can have the Sun Kitty grow into the 6. I think we'll hover that for now. Speaking of the Sun Cat, let's gain another card as we go for our nice greedy build. Domesticated Animals is a very necessary type of card. If only this was the draft that Heat got, he'd be extremely happy. These are all bangers. So Domesticated Animal is definitely a good card for us. Even though we can deny a lot of activity, that second cycle is where we really get our butt kicked. And Domesticated Animals perfectly defends the 5 or 6 damage ravages that we can expect. As for what to play, I don't think... our goal is to play as little as we possibly have to with Sunbright Whirlwind for now. Over here... we're going to do this. That gives me a defend 4, and it allows me to set up Dahan for a counterattack next turn. Okay, so that's good. Then over here, let's see. Add a presence here. And we're going to play the Intractable. We're not going to have the energy for Exaltation, but we could just go for Foul Vapors. That'll give me some innate damage. To die one of these. Who can play more cards? Oh, Sunbright can. Alright, is anyone dealing damage? Yes, we got damage over here. Definitely turn that 1 damage into 4 damage will be really nice. It'll solve that. Yeah. Yes. I think I'm happy. Okay, we'll Furious Might over here. We'll defend you. Sweltering Exhaustion you. Defend 3 over here. Defend over here, bringing in Dahan. A little bit of beast damage. Ooh, lots of free Dahan. Okay. That'll be nice. Getting up to 3 means that after we kick 2 out, there'll still be a small counterattack, so that's pleasant. That's not good, so we'll go here. Okay, we get lots of buildings. Oh man. Lots of free towns added as well, in addition to the Scotland 6 stuff. And what do we get? We get the jungles, the back-to-back. Okay. Oh wait. So this is asking about escalation. So do we want to escalate into Heat or Teeth? Well, Heat is... scales really, really well onto Scotland, and so we definitely want to make this the big old dump land. Also, it's marginally more accessible with kind of like 3 adjacent boards as opposed to 2 adjacent boards, so it's easier for people to assist. If there's a way that we can set it up where we don't take a town here, that'd be nice, but I don't think there is, because it has to go into the lowest number. So 1, 2, 3 is automatic, and then It's going to go up to 7, so that'll be defended. Yeah, so obviously here, so you gotta get the Sacred Site in there. Okay. Let's kick you out. Let's bring some guys in here. We're going to use our bonus damage. There. We will... kind of got nowhere to go with these Explorer push. Maybe we'll just push this guy out so that we can play around the +1 damage. A little bit of positioning. It'd be really nice if we could hit that, but we cannot. Okay. So for Sunbright, we know we're going to grow into here, so that way the Daham will clear it. And then next turn we have the domesticated animals in order to, because it's going to hit for 6. Well, maybe I'll start with Eyes, because Eyes is very straightforward. We need to boon here, and then we also need to put defense. So we just need literally any moon card, and then we're good. I'm also considering going for a major, dumping Mysterious Abductions, but let's just gain a minor for now. There is no moon card. So we'll sit on this for a second. It's most likely going to be Enticing Splendor. But we'll sit on that for a second. Okay, back to the Sunbright Whirlwind. Elemental Boon. Okay, now that's going to solve our problems for the short term, for Eyes Watch. So now we can go here, we can kick you over here so the Explorer's clear. And we're definitely going to play this Ellie Boon. We could play a couple more cards just to get my Violent Windstorms going. And then next turn we pick up the air, take the 4 energy, and then we just play 4 cards. Now normally you would be able to get your max threshold, but because we have 1 off-element card, that's not going to be the case. As far as what other cards we play, though, it is still up in the air. But I do like this Flow Down River. We can, like, kick a Blight out. Buy more time for Teeth to grow and scale up. I'll just hover that for now. Okay, who's next? Ooh, Gift of Constancy is just one of those OP cards. And if we Constancy the Ellie Boon, then we can get a No, he can't, actually, because it's self-targeting. But none of these other cards are really competing with Constancy, so we're just going to take it. Card's kind of yoked. Over here, we can... Oh, you know my problem is I don't have a presence in this land. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, no. I still haven't grown. I haven't finished my growth yet. Okay. That's right. That's why I took this growth option. I know what's happening. Take Purifying Flame. Blight removal is very strong into Scotland. I do want to get more card play, so we're going to go bottom track this turn. Okay. That Moon will get me up to 10 defense, and so then we'll be good. We'll bring in these 2 Dahan across those 2 defends, and it'll full clear the land. And then we'll be in a very strong position on this board. Even with, you know, everything happening here in the 5, we just reclaim, Boon again, or something. Probably see if we can just Mischief and Sabotage, defend for 4. And then we're chilling. Then that Boon of Watchful Guardian can go out and help other people. We'll just go right here. Even though I generally try and prioritize going into the jungles and wetlands because our G2 can only go to mountains and sands, this is the land that matters, so you might as well just be there. Okay, so we got Sunbright solved. We've got Eyes Watch solved. We've got Heat solved. Let's come over here to Mud. Mud has just this land to deal with. Nothing really to worry, or no reason to really spend much thought on it. Instead, I think we want to keep on pushing. We want to get ourselves up to the 3 and 3. We could play 2 cards this turn, double grow, play 3 cards next turn. Saving the defend 5 for next turn when you're going to have big hits like here, here, here. This land's just going to be kind of rough. Just set ourselves up. We'll wait and see what happens. Yeah, Mud's doing a whole lot of nothing this turn. That's fine. And then that leaves Teeth. So we know we're going to be playing this Marked Territory. Probably going to pair it with this Inflame the Fires of Life because we're going to pick up this Fire Element across the bottom track. And... yeah. That's fine. So yeah, let's just gain another card. Fire in the Sky is pretty compelling. Treacherous Waterways is nice. It solves this mountains pretty good and clean. We can also then like do some damage if we get wetlands. Like we can innate here and then kick the Explorer out. Drift Down. Less excited about. Call to Trade, honestly. That might be the move for the 7. But after the 7 back-to-back, I think we're fine. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then, I don't think there's any reason not to play Inflame. I guess the only thing we could do is like add a Wilds here with the Treacherous Waterways. But I think Inflame is just better. Like, if we get the sands, we get like Disease Strife here. Maybe we Constancy the Marked Territory. Since we know we're going to play Marked Territory again next turn, Right, over here, we want moon, sun, air. Bring you in. Okay, for Sunbright, is there anyone who needs range? This is just kind of just chucking it out there. So it's really just giving someone an energy. We'll sit on that for a second. Mark territory is known and obvious. Yeah, that's fine. And then who just needs an extra energy and range? Maybe Mud, because Mud's just completely on the coast with no access to most of the board. So I think we'll go with Mud. Okay. Got 2. We got 7 out of 20. Okay. Let's see. You can't do anything. You can't really do anything. You can't really do anything. You can't really do anything. Oh my gosh. I think we're just going to have to go top. Here, where to push from? Beast kills explorers, so that's already going to die. So we can pick up a free explorer kill. It would be nice if there was little, like, arrows that were going to, like, point. Like, hey, up here. Or, like, a bigger indicator that something's going to happen. Is there any adjacent beast? That's already accounted for, so no. Alright, this one we get the transform. That's over here. That's not going to do make any difference, so we'll just kick you. Oh my gosh, wow, we high rolled so crazy on that. Wow, we managed to get 4 suns. I don't know what the odds are, but that's better than expected. Alright, pushing from. We want to really make board C just an absolute devastation of a board. Since, yeah, we want all of our escalations to go in the same land, and we want everything to happen in one land. So that's my broad logic with all of these various options. So make it so that way Heat doesn't really have to move to others. Others move to him. Okay, all kinds of things happen. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we get the mountains. Alright, once again, escalating in board C. Okay. So Sunset Fire, really nothing much to do with this card. We're just going to pick up a town kill, like, whatever. But what else do we have around the horn? Okay, we got this Inflame the Fires of Life. And we have 2 damage. So we can inflame here. That'll just be solved. And then do 2 damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just gonna, we're just gonna defend that again. So our 2 damage is gonna go, and we're just gonna let that blight again. Up here. Okay. Over in this corner for the Purifying Flame, we're just going to remove this blight. Okay, up here. Being able to move some explorers. We can move these explorers. I don't know if that's going to be able to get killed in the fast phase, but that is probably my best explorer pushing option. I do have 2 iterations of 1 damage. So I actually could just invest all my powers and full solve there. But I think it's better to just deal with the 5, and then we don't need to defend next turn. Of course, we do have Entrancing Apparitions. Oh, no, sorry. Next turn we're in the jungles. My mistake. So in the jungles... I don't know why I was looking at wetlands. Wetlands just happened. Now we're in the jungles. So in the jungles, that's fine. That's going to be a mess. Defend 5. That's going to be tricky. Is there anyone else who has to go? Sunbright still has a little bit of stuff to do. Do that, and then a push with damage. If we could do push these 2 into here and then kill a town, so it'll be 6, defend for 5, and then we're good. That's looking like my best option, because that's going to build anyways. For her, or is that my first or second fear card? Second fear card, okay. And then last we've got Mud, who didn't really come in with a game plan and managed to still not have a game plan. If we kill this, it doesn't build, but it's Mud, so we don't really care about that anyways. I'm thinking about just picking up this land number 4. No, I think actually we want... Ooh, if there was a way that I can back things up for only... For only Eyes Watch, that would be really nice. Instead, I'd have to back up a ton. Because, yeah, removing this blight is so much better than removing this blight. Okay, great. Now we can do this. Oh, fuck me. All of that for nothing. Alright. I remembered the card wrong. I probably should have looked first. That's a lot of stuff that we're going to have to redo now. Yeah, I can't target that. Okay. And then we're just back to Mud again. Okay. So we'll go here, kick you guys out. We'll go open shifting waterways for the jungles. Yeah, let's just do this. Ooh, sap. A little bit too small for this turn. A little bit too small for next turn. Desiccating Winds is tri-element, but it's also Desiccating Winds. No, we'll take sap. There'll definitely be ways to use it. Like, we could sap this. So let's just float sap Nature's Resilience plus Sweltering Exhaustion. Let's just float that for now. It's very defensive. But that's okay. Our job is just to scale up and stay neutral on this board. Definitely going to let land number 7 go. For Teeth, let's see. We got this defended. We're going to let this land go so we can focus on defense over here. Prowling Panthers is a card I don't mind. Little 2-element, destroy a town for an energy. Definitely don't mind it. Sucking Ooze is also playable for land number 1. That gets me an extra couple damage. And we can just drop a Wilds somewhere. Drop a Wilds in the 4. Okay. Let's see. Over here for Eyes Watch, we're on a Reclaim. And we want to... Call of the Han-Ways is very nice, very strong. Voracious Growth is going to get a lot of blight removal value. We're going to head to the mountains. That shouldn't be a big issue. We'll take this Call of the Han-Ways. Just give ourselves more tools instead of having to steal it from our neighbors. For Sunbright... we can play the full grip, defend here, just do a whole lot of damage. Let's see, is there any mountains to grow into? Not really, no. Could grow into this one. But I don't think our innate really does all that much this turn. Yeah, so I think we're going to take it easy for another turn. Stuff like Lure is really, really strong. 0 cost, gets things moving. Dry Wood is also a pretty slick card. Man, this is a great set of cards. Once again... for Rising Heat. Rising Heat loves all of these cards. It's going to be a Lure play. We could grow here and lure this out to the wetlands. That's pretty slick. Lure you, domesticated animals. Might also just want to save energy. We are likely to reclaim and defend this land for 5 with domesticated animals. Scatter the Wind is probably worth it. Gift of Windsped Steps, probably not. Okay, over here. All we have to do is defend this land for 4. I want Eerie Noises to make this land much more controllable. And is there any lands that we don't have dealt with? So this land we're good. That land we're going to let Blight. This land we're good. This land we're good. That's good, because that's going to be defend. Fine. This one we're good. This one I don't think we're good on. Show a boon of watchful guarding in there. Oh, but we need the moon in order to defend this. Oh, we have a sweltering exhaustion. Okay. We can swelter this. And then that one's gonna blight. That one's good. So now for the Mud Otter, what do we do? We would like to play all of our cards and then prep for another reclaim. So let's see, we want to go here, deny a city from existing. I think with using Otter and Eyes, we should be able to basically just crush this side of the board and just shrink the board. So I think that's the goal here for Otter. I don't think this Entrancing Apparitions does anything outside of elements, which is fine. We could Intractable Thickets here, and that would free up Eyes to do something else somewhere else. That would free up Eyes to do a Boon of Watchful Guarding for this, which would then free up Heat to play anything else. I mean, Constancy is hard to say no to. Yeah, just go completely off element next turn, just try and go big. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, so if we use Mud to go here for defend 5, defend 2 for good luck, defend 6, ooh, no air. Then we'd play a gift instead of a constancy. Okay. So we go here, 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 here. Okay, Sunbright goes here. There. And then we have Gift of Searing Heat. Who is poor? We are, but we have to target another spirit. I'll give it to Sunbright. Animal. How are we doing on Animal? Surely we're doing better. Once again, 7 out of 20. Okay, but we can definitely do a lot more this go around. So here we could discard. Here we can discard. Here we can discard. Here we can discard. That puts us only 5 short after all those discards. Anything worth forgetting? Maybe the Call of Dahan Ways is worth forgetting. We just discarded it, so it's only going to count for 2. Gift of Furious Might is probably the pick. So if we go here, forgetting Furious Might, and then we'll have Mud has the best energy gain, so Mud will pay an energy. Okay, on each board, add a beast, remove a disease. So let's add a beast. Add a beast here, remove this disease. We're going to add a beast here. We'll add a beast here. Adding a beast here. Adding a beast here. Okay, on this board, we can remove a Blight from the coast. Okay, that time we low rolled only 1 hit, as opposed to the 4 from last time. Okay, we're taking a Blight here, Blight there. Okay. There's no amount of strife that will save those lands. So then in the mountains, we can see, this is going to do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Potentially 13. It's just going to get skipped. Definitely here, right? Because then it adds an Explorer, and then we're good. Here we're going to kick some stuff out, so it's only going to be 4. Or we could throw some Strife in there. Save our push for another land. We're going to have the city. It's going to be defended for 5 anyways. We're going to be doing 4, killing a city in this land. So we can go here. And there. Any other ones? I mean, I could just throw another Strife here and then just full solve the land. That's fine. Where's my damage here? Okay, so nothing gets to happen. Unfortunate. Okay. We are moving forth. Sands and mountains, huh? Whew. This is where it gets... This is the turning point of the game. That's going to clear itself. 3, 4, 5, 6. If we can kick this out and then counterattack, kill the city, then this will not build. This just needs a little defend 2. Or to solve it. Okay, 2 damage isn't going to get anything done. And the scatter. Scattering a mountain is effective. Scatter here. Keep that land empty. Two damage. Yeah, 2 damage doesn't really get anything done. It just set up a sacred site somewhere. I guess it kills an explorer. It is actually kind of relevant. And who wants an extra card? Extra energy, extra card. You're reclaiming. Ooh, lots of interesting ones. Got more blight removal. We got more defend cards. I think we are good on our own defense. But I do like the idea of some blight removal. Blood Draws is interesting to me. Tormenting Rotflies is just bulk fear, which is nice. Blood Draws Predators is water and its damage. We do struggle with damage. Maybe we'll just go for a Shadows. And just push things around, especially with these back-to-back mountains. Yeah, Shadows on this mountain here is going to be very effective. Because it shouldn't build, but it will explore. Okay, we got Primal Memories for this. And then we just want to be doing as much damage as we can. Okay. Sunbright is definitely on Reclaim. Call to Guard looks really nice here. We can, that is adjacent to each other. That's a defend 4, and we also have a defend 5. Call to Guard. Domesticated Animals, clean up that before things get weird. Still 2 more card plays. But we'll sit on that for a second. I think over here it's time to do this. Let's start to win back some stuff. Going for the extra energy makes for a better reclaim turn. For eyes, we want to... I think it's definitely going to be a double growth. We go like here and here. Something like this. That'll give me a defense 6. And I could swap out the Renewing Rain or the Purifying Flame. Actually, we don't even need it. We can just do that on 2 card plays. Interesting. Do we go for the extra energy then? I think so, because that'll set us up for a major kind of nicely. If we do this and this... And then we go for a Renewing Rain to get rid of that blight. Defense 6 will solve this. And extra energy means that we can gain a major on Reclaim. Okay, that'll be good. Over here, Mud will get a Reclaim in. And let's see. Nothing to worry about for Ravage. So we can play the Shadows after that Explores. Entrancing Apparitions, we're really running out of targets, like places with no invaders in them. So Entrancing Apparitions is falling off pretty fast. So instead, we could do like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay, who else can play cards? You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Sunbright Whirlwind. Probably should start like playing the game eventually. We are not quite able to... Yeah, we need NC instead of that fire. So that's Elemental Boon. We Elemental Boon over here. We get an extra couple damage points, which is something, but not a ton. I think next turn we're going to go for the 4 energies. So maybe we just play our cards in such a way that next turn we'll be able to hit a max innate and just get tons of damage done that way. So maybe we just do something like this. That Violent Windstorm's really good though. So maybe we'll do something like this. And who needs energy? Definitely heat. So we'll put the energy over here. Okay, we're all done with you. We can defend here. Mysterious Abductions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I guess we're only on this board, so not a lot of good choices. That's fine. Sweltering Exhaustion over here. Okay. Lots of free beasts. Ooh, fantastic. That's what I'm really happy to see. Kills 2 cities as opposed to 1 town. That's a big deal. Over here, we can do this. And that. Okay. Dang, I was hoping to pair these guys up. We'll go here and here. Okay, strafing in the sands is gonna be the ticket here. Strafing up some sands. No, actually... That's fine. I don't want to do all the extra clicking. It's fine. We'll go there, and then we'll go... here. I don't really know what the order is, because E is happening after F, so it's not alphabetical. Maybe they just like start at the top and like go around. I don't really know. Okay, so here we'll go there and there. Over here. Okay. Okay. Dahan's kind of already where I want it. I guess we can do this. Over here... Let's see. Alright, Nate's gonna deal 4, so that'll solve this land. Inflame can, like, solve this. Six, 7, 8, 9. We can just defend that for 9. Yeah, because of the Sacred Site, we're kind of restricted there. Okay. Let's see. Over here, that's a known quantity. Two damage. Like a 9 activity here. I can... Have I used you yet? I have not. Okay. Can't reach that. That would save me some heartache. But I can reach this. Let's see. Who wants cards? Ooh, Tiger's Hunting looks really compelling to me. We just got all these free beasts, too. It's definitely going to be a Tiger's Hunting. Although Death Falls we have perfect elements for. So we're going to threshold that super easy. We already got 1 and 1 free with another plant here. Death Falls, I mean, it solves this problem. Well, that's going to solve itself. I don't hate adding tons of disease. Yeah, let's do it. And we'll get rid of this Mysterious Abductions. How much energy do we have over here? We have 3. That's fine. Pull Beneath is one of the best cards that we could possibly ask for. Tri-element, and it does things that we need. Okay, Sands Mountains. Who is left? What cards are left? Oh, we got our innate. Oh man, that innate's like super important. Yeah, we could just solve the 7 with it. We can solve the 6 with it. That's even better. Okay, cool. Keeping life breezy. Okay, so we can go for a full innate with Tempest. So I can like full clear the 2 fast. And I don't know. It'll just full clear the 2 in the fast phase, which is pretty slick. Probably push it into the 6. But then that leaves everything undefended. So let's wait on that. Let's consider pulling the trigger on that a little bit later. Okay, over here for Teeth. Okay, so we got the Mark Territory to defend one of these lands, and then we're just going to want to do as much damage as we can with the rest of it. 2, 3, 4. Maybe we just go for like gain energy and play like Mark Territory plus 2 cards. Could go Mark Territory, Treacherous Waterways plus 1 of these, plus like Prowling, and then just gain a new power card. But right now we have 7 total cards, and I'm pretty happy with the package that we've got. Am I though? Because Treacherous Waterways doesn't do anything. If we go here, 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 an Ellie Boon would be nice. And then that would give us 8 damage on our innate. That is going to be very helpful. Yeah, I think that's going to be necessary. Over here, let's do a Reclaim. We got Death Falls. We're going to be playing that card as much as we can. Maybe next turn we'll pick up another major. Ooh, Dark and Tangled Woods. It's nice. NC is really nice as well. I think we're really comfortable over here, so something like an NC is what we want to be doing. Want to play a lot of Death Falls. It's going to be our strongest card. Here. Maybe that. It's a pretty solid little trio. Next turn, probably go up to 4 card plays. Okay, over here, we're definitely on a reclaim. Swarming Wasp is a nice little card. So let's see. Into Sweltering, Natures. Nature's Sap. Double Defend. It's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That defends for 11. That doesn't even cover it. Yeah, skip this. Double Defend here. Eat some damage. Over here, Mud, we're sitting in a really happy spot. Really, really happy spot. With our board is fully solved. So now we're going to be growing, reaching out, and trying to help others. Because our coastal turn is going to be really easy as well. So we're going to double grow. One of them, we have more than enough energy, right? Going to be on 4 energy? Yeah. So we go up to 4 card plays. And the other... We're going to defend this for 5, defend this for 2. Oh yeah, we need to get in range to defend that for 2, so we'll just go here. Okay. Alright. I think we just want to get ourselves up to the 5 card plays, maximize our potential. I mean, doubling our energy income, I'm not opposed to either. If there's a specific card that we don't think we're going to use, like this Tempest of Leaves and Branches, I'm just not seeing a great use for. Because we can full clear this land without Tempest, right? It builds a town, we push Explorer town out, and then actually we need the Tempest to kill things. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, without any one of these, I can still max Thresh. Like, if I don't play Lure, so I'm going to go Elemental Boon for... Yeah, we do this. I mean, I guess we play it anyways, like, why not? Hmm. We can slow to fast. We have to think about what we want to slow to fast as well. We can slow to fast this. The foul vapors is out of range to target that. But this, I mean, being a fast 4 damage, I don't really see a use for it. Okay. So what are you looking at now? That's a lot of blight. I think we go here. Like that. I mean, maybe I just slow to fast my own stuff. Because, like, what am I doing over here? What am I doing over here? There's a lot of little things that are causing me great stress. Yeah, in fact, actually, I think defending this coast is more important than defending the inland. Yeah, we'll boon here to defend 4 there. Okay. I mean, this also is just 1 energy to someone. So I can give that over here to heat. Is there any other effects that I can use? I think I've used all my fast powers, right? Usually it will go automatically. Just want to make sure. Oh, Lure of the Unknown. Okay. Where is even a legal target for this card? I mean, the stuff over here, but what can I range? I can target this. Okay. Oof. Even less than we had last time. So we'll skip you for now. Gosh, we have lots of sun cards here. Over here, what do we got? Nothing. And over here, what do we got? A lot of cards, but we want them all. We could forget you. Discard you. 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 And you. We're just 4 short. Okay. Here we'll pay energy. How much energy do you have? 0. Okay, so you can't provide any assistance. 4, but you want to keep it. Okay, we'll pay another energy here. Pay 2 energy here. Okay, 2 Terra level 1 cards. Let's see what we can do. Looking at 11 Blight with a Cascade this turn. Okay. Is any of these able to get turned around? Because this one's hitting for... Each of these does +3. So that's going to be 6, 12, 13, 14... Actually, wait, this doesn't reduce the counterattack damage at all. Okay. So really, it's only about affecting builds. So yeah, we'll go here. Anywhere else to affect builds? Okay, downgrade towns. This will reduce counterattack damage by 1. It's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is over by 5. Poof. So yeah, that's not possible to change the tune on. Ooh, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, great. So that reduces that blight. Where else can we save some blight? Okay, right here we can. Right there we can. Right there we can. And that's skipping, so that doesn't count. Not seeing any. Not seeing any, so therefore we will just go to, like, a city for value. Oof. Okay. For blight removal, I know that we're good for like jungles and sands and mountains, so we could target some of those. Anywhere that does not have presence that does not have blight. Which is few and far between. No presence and no blight. Oof. Running out of targets. We're gonna have to take a little bit of pain. Okay, we're still healthy. Just tons of blight on the board. We can do this. I believe in us. And we got the wetlands. Oh, is it now this board? Okay. Huh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Really hoping to keep it up top, but we killed too much. Okay. And then we can scatter you out of here. That might not be the best use for scatter. We'll wait on the scatter. Over here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's pretty good. Bring you in. Bring you dead, and then we can just defend this. We have a defend 3 card. So, we're looking comfy over here for this board. And now we get to add disease to adjacent lands with invaders. So here and here, I guess. And yeah, we can do this. Get you scarce. Okay. We do have 6 damage here, and we can full clear this, but we're also about to reclaim, and we can just defend, and it'll clear itself anyways. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do 6 damage up here. Okay. And then I think all we have left is Sunbright. And we just have a little scatter to the wind, so yeah, this is fine. Okay, how are we looking on our Ravages? Every board looks great except for our original tanking land, which is kind of what you would expect. Okay, over here, we're going to be doing a reclaim. And we know we're going to be defending for 3 on this land. And then after that, we're just going to be doing a bunch of slow damage. So we'll definitely be doing a Ferocious Rampage. Maybe 3 energy, and then I guess I could play, I mean, gosh, anything. After that, anything that has an animal. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so if we go bottom track, we can then go for energy up to the extra. Yeah, we can go for the extra defend 9, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the Explorer. Yeah, we can start to spread out and help others. We've received some love and support this game. So let's see, we go here. We go here to solve the 4. And then all we need is anything with an animal. I'm inclined to play in Flame because no matter what, like anything that comes up coastal, like we're guaranteed to get something coastal on this turn. Just because of the nature of stage 3 cards. It's not going to be Sands Mountains. It could be Jungle Mountains or Jungle Sands, but we're guaranteed to get something, and this allows us to neutralize that coastal land while still pressing forwards. We could also do a similar thing with Herd and just gather the town into us. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's see. We're really stuck in a reclaim loop here. We do need some assistance to get out of it. Zero cost tri-element is quite nice. We can just defend 6 and skip, and then hopefully we can do some growth on our next turn. So we can defend 6 and skip. And as far as our next turn goes, maybe we'll just play like a... throw like a Gift of Searing Heat or Swarming Wasps. Is there any value in Swarming Wasps? No, and it's really hard to get value for it. I'll just throw it out there right now, though. Get some Explorer control. Next turn, we're going to be looking at some damage here, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Over here, we're definitely on Reclaim. Got a Sacred Site here and now here. We can just defend you for 5, and then all the rest of our actions are going to be invested into others. Poblaneath just makes sense. Okay, and now we want to invest action into others. Shadows doesn't make any sense this turn. It's really not going to do anything. So we could do like an Open Shifting Waterways. We could do like a Foul Vapors. I'll play this just because I'm probably just going to forget it next turn as I gain a major. So we'll see if anyone wants it based on how things shake out. Okay. Over here. One, two. Pick the extra plant. We might need a Nature's Connection to defend this land, because right now it's going to be ravaging for 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to hit our top innate in order for that to threshold. But we're going to be reclaiming here. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Quicken. Quicken is really nice. Do we reclaim here to defend this land? Because over here we can do like a Domesticated to defend you. We can probably Ellie Boon somebody. We can... Blur's not going to do anything. Call to trade. Looking at like extra range will probably help someone. We could just clear this with a Tempest. We replace that with a call to guard. And did that. So this defends this, and it leaves the 3 undefended. So that's the issue that I'm looking at. Five, 6, 7, 8. So if I reclaim here, I can defend this. I can self-target my boon. And I can throw some defense down here. Because with this package, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Eyes Watch on the Trees is not bad. Call to Ferocity is not bad. Or, not Eyes Watch. Drift Down to Slumber. I think I'll just take a Drift Down. Not to play it, but we're going to need it soon enough. So we self-target this. Boon of Nature's Connection, probably. Someone probably wants it. No. We need elements for... We need 2 tri-element cards. Go like here. And then... maybe this. If we get an Ellie boon, then we get to defend 12. And if we get an Ellie boon, yeah. That covers everything. Just placing a beast anywhere that we can. Okay, well, Ellie boon you for... and then, do we need anything? We don't need anything. So... we'll gain a, I don't know, water. And then the rest of Sunbright's kit. Yeah, we call to guard here. Defend 4. Now I believe we oh, where's the Blight coming in? Oh, it has to get skipped. That's fine, that's fine. So now the question is, where are we going to do our Bada Boom play? Also, I think the extra energy is going to go over... well, no, we can pay for everything. We can pay for 5 cards over here. Sure, the extra energy is going to go to Teeth, so he can play all 4 of his cards. And then we're going to Bada Boom. Is this my only Sacred Site? I think so. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, we said we're going to do this. No way. No way. Oh, that is so much defense that just went to waste. I don't want to take all that blight, so we'll teach. That's such a big deal right there, too. Okay, removing a town from each board. This is nice. Alright, that's a little bit of compensation. Oh, gosh. Yeah, we'll skip the build. Screw you. Okay. Well, that counterattack didn't pan out the way we were hoping for. Gosh, what a frickin' board. This is where you need to get extra plastic. You need to borrow from your buddies. Okay. Jungle Sands. Yeah, not really a way to get too much value out of that guy. Let's focus on everyone else. Getting 4 damage. Take the opportunity with the extra range to jump over. Go a little extra far. Could also jump over to here. Solve that land. We could also herd. Like that. Solve that little problem. Oh, we don't get to move our presence? That's not worth it then. Yeah. I want to move my presence. That was the real reason why I wanted to do that. Okay. Okay, over here we can one, two, that's fine. Deny some cities. Some eerie noises. 6, 12. We're just gonna max an 8 again. So now we can defend this for 2. We will Hull Beneath. Here. Exaltation we don't really care about. Over here, what card is this? Flowdown River? Okay. Not a lot of places to use this. Maybe we just do this. This seems quite efficient here. So we can go like 1, 2, 3. Killing a city, and then killing some towns. That seems pretty good. And I think the last thing is just Exaltation, but not sure that we need that. Trying to stay mellow, but the guard dog is, he's on the case. What was I doing? Alright, we're doing this. Okay. Okay. Walls of Rock and Thorn is a pretty automatic threshold for us. Dreams of the Untouched Land will just make this game go absolutely bonkers, but it's also a free threshold for us. Golly. Going to Dream of the Untouched Land, go up to a 6 board game. Holy cow. I mean, it does get rid of Blight. Gets rid of 2 Blight. Instruments of Their Own Ruin. We have lots of free elements, so we can threshold it. I honestly think it's a Dreams play. As wild as that is. Oh, I need to add a presence. Right there. We are short 1 Earth. I'm sure we can round up an Earth somewhere. Like over here. If we go double growth. Here and here. Go boom, boom, boom. Boom, that puts me 3 elements away. Are we able to get 3 elements over here? Yeah, if Sunbright reclaims, then we can Ellie Boon. To make for the big 12 defense over here. Teeth is in a good spot right now, with nothing here, so we can go full offense like we like to do. So let's gain a card. This produces a good amount of fear and some push. But this one can do damage. Damage is nice, but we do need the animal elements. So if we go up this way, we need to go like so, and we get a fully threshold. Fully loaded kit. Could do a lot of work here in the 6, do a lot of work here in the 7. That's fine. Over here, we want to double grow. We can defend that for 5, and then we're chilling. So let's get big. What I need is 2 fires. Okay. Definitely calling herders makes our powers a lot better. like kick things in. Okay, Sunbright, we got the Ellie Boon. And what else do we have going on? We can actually deny this build. That's insane. We can actually use a lure. What elements are we going to get? We're going to get air is the only one that we're going to care about. So we need 2 suns, 2 air. Thinking if we do this and then we target this land, we'll be able to kill this the unstrifed city. And that'll be good. We can play like this. Then we can play in anything. Is there any slow to fast that we want to do? I'm not sure that we do. And we don't have to play another card, but we can always play a flow down river. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I want the fear. So let's just do this. Okay, we got you. Got you. Got you. 2 blight, 1 and oh drat, that little guy right there, huh? We'll be all right. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we'll go beast, beast, wilds, wilds, badlands, badlands. And I think we definitely want to either go for Sunbright. Sunbright's been reclaim looping a lot. Teeth is fine. That's a decent one to hit as well. He's fully cleared. He's pretty much fully cleared. So I think that's actually going to be Sunbright. Yeah. Okay. Beast here. Wilds here. And then we'll have Sunbright go here and here. Okay. Give an energy to not participating in Ravage doesn't super suck. How many fires do I have? Oh, we're good. Okay. Yeah, let's just get some fear. We're not really, like, only one of our guys doing the whole defend and defend thing. Jason land with the most invaders. Yeah, so one blight that we're taking. Okay, is there any builds that we can deny? Yes. Kind of. Yes. I don't care about preserving the disease because we're producing so much over there. Let's see, after this build is going to be at 10, and we're hitting for 8, so taking one of those away is good. Taking that away is good. And then over here, do we have any damage coming in? Maybe from mud? Yeah, let's just kill the cities. Oh, the funny thing is our Scotland loss condition got made easier. That's pretty funny. Okay. Ooh, yeah, we get to skip a board every time. So Jungle Sands, we definitely don't skip this one because we got nothing going on. Okay, so where can we get 4 action skips? So for Jungle Sands, that one's got 1 missing. That one's got... No, we're fine over here. Fine over here. Maybe it's this board. Yeah, we'll go here because like it solves 2 lands entirely. We are most of the way through the Fear deck. Little by little, we're working our way through. The 6 board monstrosity going on. Okay, what are we doing in life? 4 damage here, looks pretty clean. That's got 2 HP on it, so that's not nearly as cool. That'll push out of a jungles, which we don't have any useful targets for. One, two, three, four, five, six. We can do this. Push you in. Push you there. Solves you. Let's see. Do this. Do this. Get that nice big old full clear. Love to see it. So in this next turn we have just 2 lands. Not as big of a deal. And this. Alright, whatever. We got more than 2 lands. But the sands matter a lot more, and we got one of them completely emptied out. Oh yes, this is where Sunbright was going to do their thing, so they'll come here and go like 1, 2, clear you up pretty good. I don't really have like a massive like cohesive strategy so much as I'm just trying to like get value everywhere. Hopefully with just producing enough value in enough places, it'll turn into a successful victory. So we like this Dahan transformation. So yeah, Ice has not left their little corner this whole game. Do something like this. This. Maybe we can get that cleaned up. We could kill City Town here. We'll originate from over here. Just a good chunk of fear. Bring those guys in. Maybe we'll bring these guys in. A little Dahan and defend action. What do we got? Got anything else? Oh yeah, we got our push. A little pusherino. I'm not seeing anything crazy compelling. Maybe we'll just deny a city. Okay, this is turning into, not that it ever wasn't quite the game, but it is quite the game. We'll just gain another major, see what's behind it. See if there's anything cool. Like a Trees and Stone Speak of War is very cool. That completely solves the 8 or the 1. Oh yeah, that card's insane. And we can get rid of... I mean, Drift Down solves this. We've been losing a ton of Dahan, so Call the Dahan Waves is probably fine to hold on to. None of these cards are really terrible. Maybe Renewing Rain's our worst card. So we can go Death Balls. Drift Down is very efficient here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're probably just going to innate this. So Trees and Stones. Looking at this land is one that could really use some lovin'. Yeah, we self-target this. We need 2 moons. We could just do self-target Ellie Boon to give ourselves to defend 12 here. Over here, we've got a little defend 3. That's all that we have to worry about. So we're going to keep on growing out onto the board. That's the only thing that we're required to do. Everything else is pretty easy. So let's just keep on producing as much damage as possible. Maybe like a here, maybe a here. Instead of this, we'll do a marked territory so we get the animal element. Yeah. That maximizes our damage. Yeah, in this land here, we might, if we explore mountains, which is much more likely than not, that's gonna full clear 8 damage. We can also do, I mean, we're just gonna be doing bulk damage in tons of places. Is really what we're playing for the Terra level 4 victory here. All right, hey, Rouse the Trees and Stones. It's cycled all the way back around from the beginning of the game. In this land, we are throwing out a skip, throwing out some defend, maybe a hazards. Maybe a little bit of this, maybe a little bit of that. Okay, Sunbright. I need to make more sacred sites. So I'm looking at making a sacred site here. And then... Or maybe I make a sacred site here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, and then we can quicken it. Okay, we need to growth group over here. And we're already fully loaded on all of our stuff. We're going to want to gain a new Mage, though, because Dreams of the Untouched Land is actually not a good card. Paralyzing Fright is, though. I mean, all of these are actually pretty solid. Paralyzing Fright's pretty solid, though. And actually, yeah, since we're gaining a card as opposed... And we have no cards in hand, like a fool, it's going to be this Paralyzing Fright. I should not have done that. That was a mistake. But I can target a Sans, and it'll skip a Ravage and a build, so that's a little bit of something. Okay, over here for Sunbright, we are going to gain a Major. Blazing Renewal seems like a very good card that is just really, really necessary based on how things have been going. And with that, with all the elements flying around, we'll certainly be able to play it soon enough. Okay, so we quicken. We can do like a little call to guard. Yeah, don't really know where all these cards are going to go yet, but that feels like my strongest play. My computer's like lagging out trying to process everything. Let's do the easy stuff first. Five, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, where are we defending? Right here. Let's bring you in. Let's go here. We're in Terror level 3 already. Okay, okay. So let's see, we'll Sweltering you, Nature's Resilience you. I think we're going to make Heat do a lot of cool things in the fast phase. So we'll Sky Stretch here, and we'll also Gift of Windsped Steps here. So that way now we can use our Call on Herders to do a little something like this. We want to use that. Bringing these guys in, 1 and 2. Here. Just give that the full clear. Little beast there. Okay, that puts us in a pretty good position. We can Paralyzing Fright you. We can Quicken you. We Call to Guard here. We don't have range. How much blight we looking at? 1. That's going to get skipped. Okay. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blight. Oh, that's going to get blighted. That's going to be skipped. Okay. So we'll just come in here and bring you in. Alright, search for new lands. Go, go. Ooh, alright. Let's see, we'll go here. Yeah, there's not a ton of value to be gained through this effect, so it doesn't really matter all too much. Let's see, over here we can go... Oh, sweet. That's kind of relevant. We'll take a town kill. Because that's going to Scotland 6 anyways. Adding a strife. So we got blight coming down here, so we'll strife you off. That's going to deny some blight. That one's not blighting. It's just down to these two. And so we'll strife you. 6. Oh my gosh, that's an insane amount. Yeah, actually, no, we'll just strife off all the cities, and then the land will be fully defended. Right, now it should be fine, yep. We can strife off... I guess I'll just target cities from here on out. Like that. Yeah. Ooh, minus health on strifed invaders, so we could potentially kill things. Like, we could put strife on this city and kill it. Anything else damage, we could put a strife here and kill it. It's probably not that many damaged things. I think getting the kill is more valuable than getting the, like, the strife itself. I don't see anything else that's damaged. Minus health and minus health does not stack in the way that you would hope it would. We can do a minus health on one of these cities, so that way after the Ravage happens, it'll still... okay, great. Skip the next Explore, basically. So I think we're taking no blight on this one. Where is that Ravage happening? Where are we flashing? Right here. Okay. So, because this has a strife on it, it has less HP, so we can kill city, town, as opposed to, like, Town produces 1 extra fear. Yeah, we took no blight because of all that. Because Terror level 3 cards are amazing, and now we're really close to winning through fear. Skipping for Wetland Sands build is kind of annoying. Skip you. Oh, maybe we should have skipped the G. Anyways, I think we're just gonna find a way to win. And then this won't be an issue anymore. Sands, wetlands, huh? Go here and there. Okay, you're all done. Let's see, where do we want to do a pile of damage? Kind of don't have any spots for 8 damage. That's unfortunate. We can push some stuff in. So that's 6. So we can do this. Kick you in. And then deal 8. Fully clear you. We can Ferocious Rampage you to clear you. We can do this for that. Okay, you're all done. Over here, you just got a little bit of damage. Okay, all we need is 17 fear, and we win. We should be able to do that in the fast phase, honestly. Okay, we need 12 fast fear. Oh my gosh. Dog's barking so much. I don't know what to do. Anyways, we just need 12 fast fear, and we can get 8 of it from this major. Yeah, through just our majors, we're going to get all of this fear super fast, so this should not be an issue at all. So, for Mud, you're going to reclaim all and do this. Do a Paralyzing Fright, Foul Vapors, plus, and actually that should be fully thresholded. So now we can just kind of do this, that, and that is 8 of our 12 fear. This is going to be 3 fear here. So we can go out here, play the grip. So that right there is 11, 12 fear. It doesn't actually matter what anyone else does. We have won the game. Unfortunately, I do gotta go. I have a thing to catch. So we're just going to do a lot of growth, and we're just going to do nothing with anyone else. Because, man, it has been a lot. We're just going to reclaim. Desiccating Winds, best card. And then we'll be done. Because now with Teeth going here for 3 fear. Mud coming here for 8 fear. And then the Defend for 1 fear. That is a Terror level 4 victory. And whoo-wee! I don't know if I can do another 5-handed game. Golly, we're just making movies this week, apparently. Just making absolutely ridiculous, massive games that are super long. I'm even losing my voice at the end. Holy yikes. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a glorious day.